Alright, still doing the proofing of the trackage and a number of the new rolling stock cars, passenger cars. All the passenger cars are new to me. And also a lot of the model power military train stuff. Pretty crummy wheels, pretty crummy couplers, funky trucks. Lots of problems with the model power stuff, but this is a good test. These are probably as long a trains as I'll run. Each one is running on the figure 8. They're both running approximately the same speed, roughly 50 miles per hour scale speed, which is way too fast for these tighter radiuses, which are 30, 32 and a half, and 36. When you consider the main lines on a prototype railroad are no less than a equivalent of a 100-inch radius, but things are running fairly smooth. I got my major track issues out of the way that showed up when I started pulling these long trains with the long wheelbase passenger cars, and got those worked out. We got the signals functioning automatically now. I use the same rules as the last layout. Matter of fact, these signals came off this last layout. Basically red if the turnout points are not set correctly, or if the next block down the road is occupied. Get a yellow if the first block ahead is clear and the second block is occupied, and then it gets green if you have 2 clear blocks ahead. Same deal that I used on the last version of this layout. And there's the signal changing. The blocks on this layout are not traditional blocks like you would normally set up on a railroad, and it's done for granularity. I intend to run 6 trains simultaneously, 2 on each figure 8, and then 2 jumping between each figure 8. So they won't be this long of trains, but it should be interesting to watch. Previously, I had modified a lot of the passenger cars. Had a lot of flickering lights and stuff like that. I don't have all the passenger cars modified, but most of them are. Anyhow, we're making a little progress. I've got to set all the block stop markers and brake markers, create some schedules, and then we'll be able to start running the trains totally automatically via computer control, and then we can start doing some scenery. This is going to, I switched from a normal green type layout to, I think I'm going to go with a desert type layout. Couple of reasons. One, it's certainly a lot cheaper and a lot faster to do desert scenery versus a lot of foliage and greenery and stuff. Secondly, this layout is a patterned after the Santa Fe in the late 50s, so it's entirely possible a lot of New Mexico is desert area, so it's also appropriate as well. No particular place along the Santa Fe Railroad, but just a small community. It'll have a little military base to to kind of go along with the Model Power military train. I just get a kick out of that. It's kind of unique. It's, with the exception of the diesel locomotive, I do have all the Model Power cars that they've made. It's a complete set. There's an extra Mantua car in there right now. I have two Model Power cars that have some decoupling issues, which I will address, these two here. But if you've ever looked at Model Power's trucks and wheels and couplers, it's real bottom of the barrel stuff. Not very good quality. So the fact that we can pull 15 cars or so with that, I keep working on them, making improvements with coupler change-outs and wheel change-outs and stuff like that. And there's the two trains. That missile car right there's got a bad wheel on it. It keeps flopping around side to side. I'll have to work on that one. Well, anyhow, back to work. One last shot. I'm missing two of the cars out of the series for this Walther's passenger train. It's got a BLI locomotive, but I'm missing the dome car and the baggage car, I believe, or maybe it's the RPO. I don't remember which. But I'll find them one of these days at a train show. This set was about current production about 10 years ago, so I got them really cheap, so that's why I went for it. But my lighting problems or flickers are pretty much done.